choices, focus, and a caution. As it pertains to freedom, the ability to act, think, or speak without hindrance or delay. That's what we're talking about in this video. Again, choices, focus, and a caution. Let's go. Freedom is just really an intriguing thing until we become oppressed, or freedoms are taken away from us, or we're unable to engage and or access freedom, is when we truly recognize that something is missing. And usually it's really the ability to engage and do what it is that we want, where freedom is our ability to act, think, and speak according to how we want, without hindrance or restraint. In that, let me just ask for your consideration these three things: choice, focus, that comes with a caution. In that, number one is choice. I mean, what happens to you, me, and we happens to all of us. What distinguishes the successful and those that can still have the freedom to access success, achievement, as well as life fulfillment, which to me is always joy, peace, happiness, fulfillment, and love. And there's semantics in that, but at the very least, to me, there's 5 life champion trophies that we all must have the freedom to be able to engage with and chase after as we try to attract these things into our life, in terms of the ability to do so without hindrance or restraint. So in terms of that freedom, choices. I mean, for each and every one of us, we are really the byproduct of the choices it is that we have made in the past. Both our innate human reaction and as well as our response according to me, which is what I call response behavior, according to our success and achievement, and also our life fulfillment, joy, peace, happiness, fulfillment, and love. After the initial reaction, innate reaction of fear, flight, fight, or flight, all of those aspects are innate within each and every one of us, and we are actually designed and programmed, engineered to be able to sustain our life and not get into any physical threat and or harm to our lives, at least in the basics. So in that, choices are fundamental. And every single choice comes with a caution and or consequence that we must be willing to live with the consequences of the choices it is that we make. And so many people focus really when we talk about freedom, and the freedom to really, without hindrance or restraint, still be able to access our success and achievement, I feel is because too many really fellowship with people and approach life where they're always trying to explain and choose to explain how they got to where they are. Where it is that I'm asking for your consideration in terms of your choices. Yes, bring the valuable life lessons of your past with you, the mistakes and the achievements, because only success breeds success. But in that, focus more on where it is that you currently are in terms of your choices. Make the choices that are going to take you from where it is that you are now to where you want to be in terms of your success and achievement. We all have the freedom to do that. None of us have the freedom to really change and or edit the past. We don't. None of us are going that way. Don't look in the rearview mirror. Again, bring the valuable life lessons it is that you've learned from the self-sabotage, from the mistakes it is that you made. But even more so, now let's make the choices according to where we are now to where it is that we want to be. As a success coach, that's the main thing it is I try to make sure that I get across to the people it is that I coach, on a company level, corporate level, organization level, a state agency, national agency level is, this is not a therapy session where we're talking about how it is that you got to where it is that you are today. Who are you today in terms of the choices, daily habits, daily activities, daily routines that you have today? How can we manifest a transformation, a change from the inside out in terms of internal with execution, performance, and results choices to do so? And making sure we have a strategy and a modus operandi, like a way, a process, protocols to have now take you from where you are. Where are you now? Who are you now? What do we need to better progress in? Those are the choices that you, me, and we, all of us need to focus on, versus trying to fix the past, or versus trying to make sure that we justify the choices of our past. Man, forget all of that. And I'm not saying that it's not important, and I'm not saying or trying to discount what it is that has happened in the past. But as if I was to be your success coach, or I would give you any amount of wisdom from the 29 industries that I've been in, the 34, 35 monthly sessions I have with one-on-one clients with my 4 national brands in 8 markets across the country, is this, right? Who are you now? What are the choices that you need to make today that can progress you and get you and now come up with a plan, a process, a strategy, a protocols, daily habits, daily activities to get you to the future that you want. Like, what is that? That is a freedom we all have. None of us have the freedom, again, to edit or make changes to the past. But what we can do today, who are we today? And choose to look in the mirror, both realistically and in faith, optimistically and full of hope, is that I can be these things and make the choices that will transform you from the inside out, that gives you, because of your choices, now the results, the outcomes, the success and achievement it is that you yearn for in life, leadership, and business. We all have the freedom to do so, especially in the United States of America. I don't know where you might be watching this from Europe, the Middle East, Africa, Tonga, Samoa, somewhere in Melanesia, Micronesia, somewhere out there, India, somewhere. You might be watching this at a place where you don't have those type of freedoms, right? But you can still control your choices according to what the freedoms it is that is around you, and make the best of that by working to be your best and striving always according to your choices. That's what we're talking about. That'll give you a lot more freedom, ability to access your achievement and success and your joy, peace, happiness, fulfillment, and love. That is number 1, choice. And choices are decisions. Choices have consequences. Be willing to live with those consequences, but continue to choose to learn and live forward. And that decisions, choices, determine our destiny. Number 2 now is focus. If you ask Bill Gates and Warren Buffett, in the interview it is that I watch, I don't know these 2 cats. These guys are giants, possibly the highest earners in the history of the modern world. I mean, the Egyptian kings and the European kings back in the day. I mean, they had trillions back then. While people were living in peasants, they live in these palaces, and oh my gosh, it's just amazing. So I can't really equate it to that, but I can. In modern history, these 2 cats have been the wealthiest and earned more money than maybe in the history of the modern age. In saying that, when asked what is the number 1 thing it is that they can attribute, that they have the freedom to do, because we're talking about freedom, right? The ability to act, think, speak, feel without hindrance or restraint, right? Is focus. Focus was the one word that they both attributed to why it is that they're successful. To what it is that we call in the personal and professional development field is like full immersion, fully committed, not distracted, and absolutely all in terms of the choices. We have the freedom to do that, and the freedom to focus, because focus is time, affection, these feelings and emotion, and also our attention, right? Those things, or those people that try to hurt you, right? Because we're talking about focus. We have the freedom to do this. Or those things that are mentally holding your mind captive in terms of worry and concern. Choose to take away its number 1 power. Because its number 1 power is that we freely, in terms of our freedom, give them the power to hurt us and the power to distract our mind and or enslave our mind by worry and concern. Is our focus and attention. Take away that time, affection, and attention. Take that away, our focus away from that. And now those things no longer have power in our lives. We have the freedom to do that. Choices, and then also focus. But here's the caution. When we make these choices, be willing to live with the consequences and know that failure is the very part of success, just like achievement and success breeds achievement. It's the same road, not different roads. And then also that when you are so focused, we can start to neglect certain things in our life. This is the caution. This is number 3. This is the caution, that we neglect certain things that we are going to regret in the future. So make sure you still are aware of all of the overall holistic part of your success and do not neglect that. We're talking about freedom, really the ability to think, speak, feel, and act without hindrance or delay, according to now choices, focus with that caution. I hope you like this video. Please press that like button, comment, and let me know what it is that you thought and what I could add to my content for the future, and subscribe. As always, work to be your best and live your best life. It is your boy, Coach V. One love, mad respect. Live it always. Peace.